Okay, see, on today's live, we're talking about Super Eagles versus Rwanda. Okay, let me just go through the match, pre-match analysis, and the players and teams and the head-to-head of these two countries. They are playing the World Cup qualifiers for African slot Group C. World Cup qualifiers for African slot Group C. Okay, now I have the statement here. In that group, Group C, South Africa are topping that particular group with 16 points. Yes, South Africa are topping that group with 16 points, having played 7 matches. Let me repeat that again. South Africa are topping that group with 16 points, having played 7 matches. Okay, now Benin Republic, followed by Benin Republic, who happens to be second on that table with 11 points, 7 matches. 11 points, 11 matches. 11.7 matches. That's for Benin Republic. The Rwanda, who are going to be playing Nigeria today, Rwanda has 6 points. Rwanda has 8 points, haven't played 6 matches. Rwanda has 8 points, haven't played 6 matches. Followed by Nigeria, where Super Eagles are fourth on that table. Super Eagles have 7 points, just 1 point behind Rwanda, and possibly 4 points behind Benin Republic. Now, and yes, 9 points behind South Africa. South Africa are the leaders of that group. So Nigeria has played 6 matches. Lesotho, on the other hand, coming behind Nigeria with 5 points. They have 6 points and have played 7 matches. Zimbabwe has only 4 points, who happens to be the bottom of that table. Zimbabwe has 4 points. Zimbabwe, they have 4 points. Okay? Zimbabwe has 4 points, haven't played 7 matches. Now, the chances of Nigeria qualifying for this particular tournament is something that has been of debate for a very long time right now. There's been a lot of social media platforms are talking about it. News agencies, footballing world are talking about it all over the whole of Africa. Because right now, Nigeria are possibly one of the biggest teams in Africa when it comes to football. You have Egypt, you have Morocco, you have South Africa, you have Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Senegal. Okay, so Ivory Coast is also there. So in this particular group, we have none of these senior teams, senior clubs, senior countries that have called that are in this particular group. But yet, Nigeria found it difficult to qualify. Now, let me just go to the head-to-head of this particular match. The match is supposed to start by 5 p.m., which is, the time right now is 4:49 p.m. It's going to start by 5 p.m. So once it gets to that point of the match, I'll definitely come back here for update. Now, look at the head-to-head between these two teams. Nigeria has won, for the last matches they've played anyway. Nigeria won once. Rwanda won also once. And they've drawn each other twice. And in that match, let's say Nigeria are going to be fielding. The lineup for Nigeria should be, let me just go through it again, just a second. Now, today's match lineup, we have Nwabali on goal for Nigeria. We have Aina, Frederick, Basi, and Oyemechi playing the defensive 4. We have Ndidi, we have Onyeka in the midfield, double 4, moving 4 and standing 4. And then we have the wing, Iwobi and Simon playing up front, 10 and 8. And then we have Victor Moses and Ademola Lookman. Now, this team has the former African Player of the Year, also have the current African Player of the Year playing today. So, Nigeria Super Eagles, they don't have one single excuse not to win this game. They don't have one single excuse not to win this game. That one is certain. Okay, let me now call that of Rwanda. Rwanda has Nshuti. Nshuti is playing as a top striker for Rwanda. So Hamon Bizima Mugishi and Mugishi's brother, Gabriel Mugishi also, they are playing up front in the midfield. And then in the defense, they have 5 defenders. They are defending with 5 man. We have Niyomugabo, we have Mutsinzi, we have Manzi, we have Kevita, and we have Obelanga. These are 5 defense, so which means they are expected to play defensive game against Nigeria. And then on goal, we have Ntwari. Ntwari is a very good goalkeeper. I've watched him play a couple of times. Even the last match they played against Nigeria, I also watched what that guy can do. He's very good. Now on the bench, Nigeria's coach is Eric Chelle. We all know him already. And on the bench, we have substitute goalkeeper Adebayo that looks like he looks like our Manchester United coach Onana, Andrew Onana. Adebayo Adeleye is there. Amos Osagi is there. Williams Truth Ekong. Ekong is on bench today. Chidozie Nwazim is there. Bright Osei is there. Patrick Nwadike is also there. Fisai Odele, Felix Agu, Tolu Arokobide, Samuel Chukwueze is there. Crisanto Suchi is there, and Cyril Desas is there. Also, these are the lineup for them. I didn't see any Boniface there also. So this is the lineup for Nigeria. Let's now see what Rwanda has as their lineup. We have Pierre Ishimwe is there, Clement Nwizire, Dylan Mias, Darren Nkuluma, Emmanuel Mushima, Kevin Muhaya. Please, if I didn't get that name correct, please, I'm very sorry. Jaya Kwizera, Abedi Biramera, Aniset Ishimwe, and an Otto Kitego. These are the bench players, players on the bench for Rwanda. Rwanda are playing 5-4-1. Nigeria is playing 4-2-2-2. So 4 defenders, 4 defensive midfielders, and 4 double 10, 8 and 10 swapping, and then also there's an 8 and 10, 8 and 9 up front, Simi and then Ademola Lookman. So today's odds are going to be very, very strong. Nigeria, they are playing at Uyo Township Stadium, and I'm wishing the Super Eagles luck. We'll come back after the match. Once the match starts in the next 5 minutes, we'll come back to come and continue our watch along. Okay?